Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to start the chapter company. What do you mean by company? Company is an artificial person created by law, having a separate legal entity with limited liability. You have studied about partnership form? Yeah, am I right? Then what is the difference between partnership firm and company? To know the exact difference, you must know about the features of company. Features. First feature is separate legal entity. Separate legal entity. Separate legal entity means company is registered by law. That's why it's a legal entity. Separate. What is the meaning of separate here? It means company and shareholder both have their separate identity. Suppose Ram has killed Shyam. Ram is a shareholder of a company. We can't say that a company is criminal or a company has made any crime regarding Shyam, because both have separate legal entity. Okay. Next is limited liability. You have studied about partnership firm now. In partnership firm, there is an unlimited liability. But in case of company, there is a limit of liability. Limit is of two types: limited by shares, limited by guarantee. Suppose you have purchased 20 shares by shares by guarantee. By shares, suppose you have purchased 2 shares at the rate 100 each. It means you are liable for 200 rupees only. In case company suffer any losses, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, there can be any amount, but your liability is up to rupees 200 only. Okay. Company can't demand more amount to you. Limited by guarantee. When you are becoming a shareholder, if you have taken any guarantee that you can take or you can tolerate the loss up to rupees 5,000 or 4,000, whatever the amount you have taken the guarantee, you will have to tolerate the loss up to that limit only. There is a limit now. The number of shares you have purchased or the guarantee you have taken. There can't be an uncertain amount or unlimited liability, just like partnership firm. There is a limit. Next property is perpetual succession. Perpetual succession means members may come, members may go, but company remain goes on. Means शेयरहोल्डर के आने का जाने का कंपनी की आइडेंटिटी पे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. नेक्स्ट इज कॉमन सील. You are a person, you are a human being. For your identity, whenever you go anywhere, you do your signature over there. And how company can be identifying? Company can be identifying by its stamp, common seal. Stamp or common seal is just like a signature of a company. Company use it on its official papers or documents. Next is transferability of shares. In a company, it is easy to transfer the shares. Any person can sell its share into an open market or into a share market, and another can purchase. We usually see in the newspapers the value of shares, and the people are purchasing and selling the shares. It means shares are transferable. Yeah, there is a little bit restrictions, but that is in case of private company only. In case of public company, there is a no limit on transferability of share. Next is separate property. Company can purchase property with its name. Company can purchase assets, building, machinery with its own name. Company can have a separate property, and shareholder can have their personal separate property. Okay, this is different from partnership. How? You have read about limited liability. This is not found in partnership firm. In partnership firm, there may be a situation that you may have to sell your utensils to cover the losses. Yeah, आपको अपने बर्तन तक बेचने पड़ सकते हैं लॉसेस को कवर करने के लिए. But in case of company, there is a limit of losses. Suppose in a partnership firm, you invested rupees 20 lakh for 50% of partnership, but loss is 1 crore. Then you will have to tolerate the loss up to rupees 50 lakh because you are 50% partner. If loss is greater than 1 crore, then you will have to take the responsibility of great loss. But in case of company, the number of shares or guarantee you have taken, you will have to tolerate that amount only. Unlimited firms, partnership firms also exist in USA, but not in India. There are 2 or 3 countries where we can see the unlimited partnership firm, but in India, limited partnership firm. But India, there are only unlimited liability partnership firm. In case of limited liability, there are only companies. Yeah, in USA we can see the limited liability partnership firm. Or in a company and the shareholders both have separate legal entity. So this is different from partnership, and it is mandatory to register under the Companies Act to company. Okay. Now we will study the meaning of share capital. In a partnership firm, if you start a partnership firm, you start with its capital. You bring cash in that firm known as capital. Just like a firm, in a company, funds are also required to purchase assets, machinery, building, or to operate other business activities. In a company, capital is also known as share capital. Okay, suppose I need in a company 1 lakh rupees. That is share capital. I will break this capital into small parts, into 1000 parts of 100 each. Each part will known as share. It means company have 1000 shares of 100 each. Anyone can purchase 2 share, 100 share, 1000 share, any amount. Okay. If you purchase 2 share, it means you will have to pay 200 rupees as a share capital to the company, and you are liable for that 200 rupees only. Company will not demand, if you have purchased 2 rupees, you have to pay 200 rupees to the company. Company will not demand 100 rupees altogether with you at a time. There are 4 stages when company will call from you. Application, allotment, first call, second or final call, application from 100 rupees, there may be any amount. Like you are going to take admission in a college, what steps you will follow? You will bring a prospectus and fill an application form. With application form you will have to submit some amount, or you will spend some amount on that prospectus. After that, when you will get admitted, you will give some amount, then first semester fees, then second semester fees. Just like that, when you become a shareholder in a company, you will have to pay the amount of the share in some parts. First, when you apply for the shares, that is application money. When the company allots shares to you, if the company will not allot shares to you, company will return your application money to you. Okay, after allotment, company will demand some amount from you, that will be first call, and the remaining amount on final call. Okay, these amounts will be collected from you and company will make its share capital. What are the types of share capital? Types of share capital, there are 8 types. First is registered, authorized or nominal capital. Authorized capital, the amount or the shares you can issue in your lifetime, or a company can issue the shares in its lifetime. The company has the authority to issue, that is authorized or nominal or registered share capital. When company went for its registration, company have to show the number of shares that company want to issue in its lifetime. That is why it is also known as registered share capital. Second is issued capital. Issued capital, suppose I have taken the authority of 1000 shares. Suppose I have taken the authority of 1000 share of 100 each. It means 1 lakh is my authorized capital. But I have issued at present 800 shares of 100 each. It means 80,000 is my issued capital. Okay. I have authority of 1 lakh rupees but issued 80,000, 20,000 which are not issued, that is unissued capital. Subscribed capital. Subscribed capital is I have issued 800 share of 100 each. Maybe public have applied only for 700 shares. 400 rupees each. Then 70,000 will be my subscribed capital. That how much capital public wants to subscribe. Okay. Then called up capital. Okay. People want to purchase 700 share of 100 each. Okay. I have given them 700 shares. Then I will demand my 100 rupees now. Suppose I have called this time total amount 40 rupees. 20 on application, 20 on allotment. Means 40 rupees. Then called up money will be 700 into 40, 28,000. Share was of 100 rupees. I have called only 40 rupees. 60 rupees which are not called by me, that will be 42,000. That will be uncalled up capital. called up capital, the amount we have called up. Uncalled up capital, that we have not called, we will called later on first call or final call. Paid up capital, I have called 40 rupees on 700 shares. There is a shareholder who has not given me 40 rupees for 100 shares. It means I have received only 600 shares at the rate 40 each. It means 24,000 is my paid up capital. I have called 40 rupees on 700 shares. 28,000 is my called up capital, but one shareholder has not given me the amount. I have received amount on 600 shares. 600 into 40, 28,000. Reserve capital. Reserve capital is the part of uncalled up capital. Okay. I have called 40 rupees now. 60 rupees is uncalled. Suppose I have decided to call 25 rupees on first call, 25 rupees on final call. Then amount will be 50. 40 I have called and 50 I have decided to call on first and final call. What about the 10 rupees? 10 rupees I have decided that I will not call in the lifetime of the company. I will call this 10 rupees at the end of the company, when the company will be liquidate or dissolve. That is reserve capital. Reserve capital is the amount of uncalled up capital. ना मंगवाए गए पैसे का वो पार्ट जो हम सोच रहे हैं सिर्फ कंपनी के एंड होने पर मंगवाया जाए. दैट इज रिजर्व कैपिटल. I hope the topic is clear to all of you. Today we have discussed company, its features, difference from partnership firm, share capital and types of share capital.